Welcome to my State of the Market report for the Portland real estate market. I take a look at the real estate market here by neighborhood. I do it because I want you to be informed. Welcome to my State of the Market for Portland. This week, I am featuring the Hollywood neighborhood. For those of you who may not be familiar with Hollywood, it is one of the smallest neighborhoods in Portland. It encompasses a square that is less than a fifth of a mile. It's located just north of I-84, and it is surrounded by other neighborhoods such as Grant Park neighborhood, Sullivan's Gulch, and Rose City Park. The residents of the neighborhood of Hollywood have the advantage of a urban experience, kind of a big city feel, while also having access to one of Oregon's oldest golf courses. So that's pretty interesting. And like I say, it's one of the smallest neighborhoods. And so in a way, it has a kind of a small town community feel about it. Outside of the golf that I mentioned, Hollywood is also full of locally owned shops and restaurants, has lots of cafes, lots to do there. I will say that the crown jewel of the Hollywood neighborhood is the Hollywood Theater, which has stood since 1926. The Hollywood Theater is now surrounded by a lot of sleek and modern building, which it's an interesting juxtaposition of old and new architecture. And it's part of what makes Portland so unique because it shows the history even as it shows where we're headed and going into the future. So let's take a look at what is happening from a real estate perspective in Hollywood. Like a lot of other neighborhoods, there's really very little inventory. Right now, there's only one property that's currently available, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But I want to start out by kind of looking at some of the statistics, which I will share with you. So the median number of days on the market is only 6. Why? That's because, of course, there's very little inventory. As I may or may not have mentioned, there's really only one property currently available. Now, that property, which I will talk about, has been on the market for quite a while. So the thing to remember is, when I say quite a while, I mean 169 days. So that property is not representative of what is happening overall in the Hollywood market. 100% of the properties sold over the original asking price. This is as of January 2022. So we know this is a very tight market. We know that Hollywood is right in there as a neighborhood that is very tight. This is definitely a seller's market in Hollywood, just as it is in the rest of Portland. So let's take a look now at this one home that has been sitting on the market for 169 days, 1742 Northeast 43rd Avenue. Has 4 bedrooms. It has a half a bath. It is zoned as a residential property. However, it's being used currently as an insurance agency office. So the thing is about this property, it is in prime Hollywood. However, I think it only has a half bath, so it's going to need somebody to come in and show it some love, fix it up a little bit, add another bathroom at least. You could add 2 bedrooms on the main that are currently being used as private offices. The 2 bedrooms up are non-conforming. This is a very unique property. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I will say it does take some vision. The reason that I say that is it has been on the market for now 176 days. So even despite the fact that it is in a prime location, it's still not really appealing to the current buyers in the market. So who knows, perhaps the end user will be somebody else who wants to use it as office space. But in the meantime, It is this kind of hybrid property. Again, it's a residential property, but it doesn't, right now, it is not currently configured as one because there's no full bathroom, for example. And the lot of the things that are going on upstairs with the bedrooms are non-conforming. So all this to say, very interesting opportunity, but it's another example of how tight the market is there. The one thing that is sitting is something that is kind of neither fish nor fowl. So you can check that out. The link is below. And if you have any questions about what's going on in the Hollywood neighborhood specifically, I would be happy to talk with you about that. Please either get in touch with me or post your questions below. I'll be back with more news about the Portland real estate market in my next State of the Market report. In the meantime, take care.